Yo guys, welcome back. Bro, let me just sort this thing out, fam. Bro, it was all right no a minute ago. Boom. Yo, big up everyone. Hope everyone's all good. Let me know if you guys can't hear me. Boom. We got the Joshua Buatsi reaction. Wow. Okay, we've got a lot to discuss. That was absolutely crazy. For me, Buatsi. Yo, man, you got a lot to talk about. Buatsi, was that a good performance? Now, I'm gonna keep it PG, right? Cool. For me, we'll talk about the undercard whilst people are getting in and getting in their seats. Boom. Okay, Joe Cordina, great knockout. Always and upwards from him. I'm expecting great thing from my man. Yeah, big up everyone in the comments as well. Jay Francis, EJ, and Jeremy Surgeon. Big up all you guys. Boom. Right. Joko did a great performance, great knockout. For me, I need to see him step up. Very simple. First round knockout, good performance from him. Hope Price, great performance from him. But with the Buatsi, fam, I saw it as this. I saw it as a very good performance and a very good learning fight. For me, what I'm slightly concerned about is two things. One, his willingness to headhunt repeatedly. That was my ultimate problem, because had he hit to the body a lot more often, what's his name? Balashnik, whatever his name is, yeah, he would have been a lot more tight and he could have cleaned him out a lot quicker and a lot simpler. First round coming, Balashnik comes out, all guns blazing, tries to take off his head, fairly so. For me, Buatsi, first couple of rounds, he looked a bit shaky. He looked like he was finding his feet. He didn't look 100% perfect. I completely understand that this guy's a much better opponent and he's coming down from a cruiserweight position where he's been fighting. I get that. But first couple of rounds, Buatsi looked shaky. I gave the second round to Balashnik. For me, I think he showed enough in that second round to warrant those points. Moving swiftly on. Third, fourth, and fifth round, I think Buatsi stepped up perfectly. I think Buatsi done amazing. I think, for me, big up Bruce Guy as well. For me, Buatsi, he stepped up, but he didn't control it 100%. He let Balashnik come into the fight. Balashnik was coming in where he was throwing overhand rights. He was throwing underhand shots as well. So he was coming in sort of like a peekaboo stance. Okay. And he was trying to sneak up on Buatsi. And that was, for the most part, for me, Buatsi, I don't think could handle it that much. A few low blows, low shots from Buatsi. You can't really mitigate for that, because Buatsi was, how do I say it? He was throwing combination punches, so he was hit a lot of the time was through flutters of continuous combination punches, and that's where he hit to the. I think one of them was slightly a little bit low the belt. The second one was on the thigh. Right decision to get the point deducted. Now round 5, I think Virgil Hunter said, "Look, step up the gas." Step up the gas and go for it, because this guy is completely out. I think you can take him out this round. Buatsi went for it, and Balashnik's his durability is for me absolutely immense. If you could take that much punishment from Joshua Buatsi, for me, that is very, very, very impressive. Of course, Buatsi got caught a couple of times. Defensively, Buatsi could have done a little bit better. He started off defensively sound, But moving on swiftly on the fight, he defensively could have done a lot better. And second, sort of improvement point, body shots were a bit more lackluster. He didn't show a lot of accuracy in his body shots. For me, could have cleaned him out. Invested a bit more to the body and cleaned him out later, a bit more sooner than he did in the 11th round. But ultimately, it was a very good performance from Buatsi. Eddie said he needs one fight and then a world title shot. I might have to disagree on that. But big up Bruce Kai, first of all, was a good win with JB. He showed great patience and it was a great learning fight for him. Yes, it was. But how would you rate his learning fight? How would you rate his test? Because I would give him out of 10 for that performance. I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. Very solid performance. 8 out of 10. Showed his class, showed his ability, good variations of punches, ability to control the short range distance effectively, and not be as a sitting duck for Blasnik to attack him. Moreover, when he was throwing his shots, especially with the headshots in particular, he varied his punches. He didn't do just a simple jab, a left hook. He didn't have a very simple pattern of play. He switched it up repeatedly, and that's what I like about Buatsi. He switches up his variations of punches to the point where you don't know what he's going to hit you. If you don't know if he's going to, you don't know what his style is. You don't know where he's coming from. That's where it's difficult for opponents to judge how good this guy will be. That's what I think personally. 7, 8 out of 10 for 8 out of 10 for me, you know, is a fair result. Maybe a 7 because he did get in with 2 knockdowns. With a 1 knockdown early on the fight. Personally, I just think it was a timing one. I don't think it was a very skillful one. I think it was more of like a timing one. But most knockouts are timing, but that just happened to be in the perfect. I don't think it was. I won't look into that too much. Even though it was a good knockdown, I wouldn't put so much weight on it because it was a bit more like a Campbell versus a Ryan Garcia, where Ryan Garcia went for it like 3 punches, and then not Ryan Garcia, Luke Campbell went for it, and then Ryan Garcia counter punched at the exact same time. Whoever lands first goes down first, and you know, unfortunately, that's how it goes. And Bruce Guy said 7 out of 10 just got hit too many. You know, that's exactly what I'm saying. He got hit way too many times. Way too many times. The thing is, defensively, he could have been a lot better. He showed that in this fight. He showed that. He actually went like every time Blasnik was very simple when he was throwing shots. But for me, I think Buatsi could have did better on that front. But overall, great performance from Joshua Buatsi. Always an ups from him. I want to see him against, for me, not the world title, but right underneath them. Right underneath them. Not sure he's got to cover the world titles across the whole weight cut. I think Spivol, Beterbiev, who else has got it? Joe Davies. Oh, I forgot the guy's name. I keep messing up his name. And I think them 3 share majority of the belts. Cool. A good fight for him will be against Craig Richards. That's what I'll put him. I'll put him against Craig Richards. That's what I'll do. For me, Craig would show what it would take. If you beat Craig, you beat world champions, and I'll put him in against Craig. I know some people say, yeah, but it's domestic, fam. I don't see Craig Richards as like a domestic fighter, like you're fighting for the British title or something. Craig Richards will be a great fighter for somebody who wants to fight for world title. He's the gatekeeper. If you beat Buatsi, or if you beat Craig, then you go for world title. Now, who wins that? Great question. Maurice Cassidy and Craig will win. I don't think Craig will. I think Buatsi will win. Personally, I think Buatsi beats Craig, because the reason why I think Buatsi beats Craig is because Buatsi's ability to take a punch is very, very good. He took cruiserweight's punch literally just today, very like clean, but didn't show any hurt. Maybe his legs stiffened a couple of times, but didn't really show how effective, or how those shots affected him. So I think Buatsi would take a Craig Richards shot. Craig Richards is very awkward. But for me, I think Buatsi's got it. I think Buatsi can have him. Personally, I could see how Craig Richards wins jabbing him on the outside, but with Buatsi, he switches it up so much that you don't know what he's coming with, and that's why for me, Buatsi. I think Buatsi beats Craig. I ain't gonna lie. I think Buatsi beats Craig, and I think he beats him convincingly, because I don't think Craig could take the same. I don't think Craig is as durable as my man, and I think he's got it, man. Personally, but yeah, there's a couple of people that completely disagree with me, and you know what? It's all about opinions, and you know, we don't know until they fight. But I that's got to be the fight personally, because Craig was just came off a narrow loss to Bivol. Personally, Bivol was out 10 months of the fight. I don't really. That wasn't Bivol at his best. If that was Bivol at his best, okay, I'll say cool. Craig Richards is up there, but that wasn't really Bivol at his best, personally. And that's why I think if you're going to fight somebody world level, Craig is proven to be a guy. If you beat him, you're worthy enough to at least be competitive against Bivol, at least against Bivol personally. But everyone's entitled to their own opinion. JB got his eyes swallowed by much less fighter. If Craig keeps his jab in the right hand as clean as he did Bivol, I think he could do it. If Craig keeps his jab and right hand as clean as he did against Bivol, I think he could do it. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Because Buatsi, I think with Bivol, it's tough, you know. I ain't gonna lie, it's tough. I think Buatsi is slightly bigger than Bivol. Just aesthetically, slightly a little bit bigger than Bivol. So to jab and move a guy who's slightly bigger than Bivol, it's a risky move. Buatsi finds a way. That's what I'm saying. Jeremy is bang on, bro. Buatsi is the guy, bro. Buatsi finds a way. There's like, when I mean he finds a way with this Blocknix guy, he tried literally almost every option, albeit he done it in chunks. He hit to the head in chunks and he hit to the body in chunks. He didn't hit to the head, like he didn't hit to the body, hit to the head, and then hit to the body again. He didn't do it like that, but he hit it in chunks. Against a very, very tough opponent. But Buatsi, for me, he does find a way. If he can't get you off like for a simple jab, 1-2 down the middle, he'll try a hook. If he can't try a hook, he'll try an uppercut. If he can't try an uppercut, he'll try a few body shots here and there and try fighting on the inside. Can Craig do all of those styles and beat Craig at it? Possibly not. And this is why if Craig doesn't assert himself in that fight from the get-go and say, you are fighting my fight, then for me, Buatsi cleans him out. If he's not ready, if he's not as confident as if he comes in very tentative, timid, shy, for me, Buatsi cleans the floor with him. Cleans the floor. I don't think he gasses again. He learned that he cannot enter the tank. So next time he hurts an opponent, he will take his time. Personally, I think if he empties out the tank if the fight went the same way and loses Craig Richards, I think he takes Craig Richards out. It's just this guy happens to be a lot more thicker skin, as in a lot more tougher, I would say, than Richards, because he's coming from a different weight class. So we're talking about a guy who's used to punching the man like those guys are as strong as a Coley them, man. You know the way they're so. It's difficult to judge this fight against or judge Craig in comparison to this fighter, because even though Craig is a lot more skilled than this fighter, definitely a lot more skilled, and definitely a lot more powerful offensively, but conditioning wise compared to this guy, he's on a different level. I'm not gonna lie, this guy is durable as hell. Or maybe it's just, or maybe Joshua Buatsi's power punches hasn't translated to the highest level. Personally, that's also another shout. Jamie says, I think this is a great fight. I don't think it happens though. Buatsi on course for one title. I think they will make Richards fight before it. I don't think they'll make Richards fight for it. Why not, man? Why not? Why not? They done that with Parker. I don't see why not. Just remember, Parker fought AJ fought Parker for the WBO world title. Parker lost, or Parker lost his title to AJ. Cool. Then when White wanted to come up, yeah, and have good names on his resume, who did he fight? He fought Joseph Parker straight afterwards, literally straight afterwards. So in a very similar circumstance, Craig Richards fought for the world title against Bivol, loses against Bivol. If Buatsi wants to assert himself as being a world title, he has to have good names on his record. And for me, if he fought against a guy who just literally fought for a world title, that is like, you come on, man, you can't get any better than that. I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. I think Craig is I think Craig is taller than Buatsi. Craig, at least he looks taller than Buatsi. I think he is taller than Buatsi. He's got to be taller than Buatsi. Buatsi is tall, but I think Craig is about 2 inches taller. Personally, that's what that's from what I'm seeing on TV. Buatsi just needed to be careful, because I don't think, he's world level in my opinion. He's definitely world level in my opinion as well. But this fight was a good test and something to build on with a couple more opponents like Bolotniks. Now he's planning for a world title. This is what he's got to do. He's got to have opponents that are similar to those who have world championship belts. Bolotniks isn't one of them. Is he? No. Maybe, but no. He has to have like opponents. For me, if he's going down the Bivol route, he's got to have opponents very similar to Bivol. I think Craig. I don't see who else. Craig. I think Craig is the best option. It's literally, I don't understand why there's this apprehension with him fighting Craig Richards. For me, he can fight next. When are they going to fight? When they both fight for world titles? But you don't know if Craig's going to become world champion. You don't know whether Buatsi is going to become world champion. Buatsi could lose the next fight. So if he could potentially lose the next fight, you might as well put him against Craig Richards, or against Callum Johnson. Callum Johnson is a great name to have on your record. Why not? But overall, great performance, great card as well. Listen, guys, I'm so proud of before it does that. It was saying 6'2". Do you know what I think it is? I think Craig looks taller than he actually is. I think we're gonna have to reevaluate how tall Craig is. Because Craig, you know, when he's got the cage walls, he kind of looks a bit taller than he actually. Because from TV screens, he looks about 6'5", personally. But overall, it was a good card. Overall, it's good fights and competitive as well. Yeah, it can't be. I don't know, man. 6'2" for Craig. I don't know. But actually 6'2". Nah. If I see them face to face, we'll decide. we'll decide. But I'm sorry, but it's difficult to tell. Anyway, yeah, very, very, very proud of the boys today on the Undefeated podcast. For Travis, KG, as well as that, very, very, very proud of Ade and his performance today on the zone. Big shout outs to them. These guys are crushing it in the gym. These guys are doing a lot. I think they've got an interview coming out with IFL TV very fairly soon, so that is going to be like very hopefully it is. That's going to be very good as well. All the more blessings to them, and so I'm proud of them and their achievements of getting on the zone. They come in literally every week. Once they come in through the door, they come in every single week. So I'm very, very, very proud of them. All three of them are doing exceptional things. Yeah, if you haven't done it, head over to them and subscribe to them. That's Ade Oladipo. He does a lot of things on Talk Sport. Now he's doing what the other day he was doing drive-by, so the afternoon show on Talk Sport. Appears regularly on Sky Sports as well. I don't think he will appear regularly on Sky Sports because of the zone now, but nevertheless, he's doing amazing thing. His first action was to bring through the Mandem. He got through the door and he left the door open. So I'm very, very grateful to add a first ever guest actually on OTC. To be fair, the OTC podcast, very, very, very first guest, and I'm grateful for him as well. And the two guys are undefeated. Yeah, literally exceptional work today. They made Bailey piss his pants, and that's always a blessing to see. So go subscribe to them, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in to this video. If you haven't done already, please click the subscribe button, and follow me across all my social media platforms. Also, drop a like on the video as well. That helps out in some way, shape, or form. Something to do with the algorithm. It does this thing. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching this video. Big up to all the guys in the comments as well. You've been a great support as well. But peace, love, and prosperity, guys. And I'm going to catch you guys in a bit. Peace.